I'm Bill Dansby, a member of the Lansing 150 History Committee. I'm speaking with Mrs. Betty Price, who, with her husband, formerly owned Liebermann's store in downtown Lansing. Now 95, Betty is still active by traveling and buying jewelry for the Betty Price Jewelry Show, a fundraiser for Michigan State University's Wharton Center. Betty, who were the original founders of the Liebermann store in Lansing?
My uncle, Julius Liebermann, in Saginaw. And my dad always wanted his own store, and he decided he would open a store in Lansing because there had been a very successful one at 107 South Washington, and the people who owned that business grew old and tired and decided to just sell out. And so it was the ideal opportunity for my dad to open a store in the same location because people were used to going there to buy luggage and leather goods. And so we moved from Saginaw, and that was the year I started Michigan State as a freshman. And I used to take the trolley from East Lansing downtown. I loved the business and the store, and I'd do anything that needed to be done. I said I was the world's best tester. And my dad was a great teacher, so I learned all about leather and luggage, and as time went on, I kept seeing things that I thought we ought to have in our store. And my dad would say, well, Betty, if you can sell it, you can buy it.
Now, originally, Liebermann's was strictly a luggage store.
Yes, and that was my grandmother Betcher's maiden name. And my dad adored his mother. And so even though the Saginaw store was Liebermann's, Daddy decided that he would call this store Liebermann's too. So it's a family name.
Oh, okay.
And I loved it from the very beginning. And instead of teaching English, I decided I was going to sell luggage and leather goods and trunks. Back in those days, people traveled with trunks.
Oh, yeah.
And students would buy packing trunks to go to school with. Mm-hmm. And little by little, when air travel came into the community, people were thinking in terms of smaller, lighter weight luggage. And I used to go to the luggage shows with my dad, and they also had gift shows, and I'd start buying gifts. And I'd show the things to my dad, and I'd say, Daddy, I know we could sell it. He'd say, if you can sell it, you can buy it.
And so you bought it and sold it?
Yeah. So at one point, somebody said, well, the tail is wagging the dog. But when I saw things that I knew that there was a need for in this community, I bought them.
Yes.
And little by little, the things I was buying, the gift things, were pushing the leather goods and the luggage off the shelves. So my dad gave me half of the lower floor. We never referred to it as the basement. And I could do anything down there I wanted to do, so I started a gift store down on the lower floor. He put a nice red carpet on the steps going downstairs. We never referred to it as the basement. It was always the lower floor. And it was very successful. And so little by little, I took over the whole lower floor. Then there was a building 2 doors down that had been a very successful store, just general store. And the people who owned it got old and decided they'd just close it. So we bought that store, and that became Betty's Gift Store, and although it was still part of Liebermann's. And we were able to combine the 2 stores up on the 2nd floor. We could walk through the stock rooms and go from one store to the other. So it was very convenient. And I could do anything that I wanted to with the business. And so instead of teaching English when I graduated, I was in the business, and I loved every minute of it.
And then you married, and later your husband was in the
Yes, he was in Edsel Ford's office, and he enjoyed being there very much. And little by little, he became interested in the business. And so he decided he was going to join us. I didn't try to convince him this was the thing for him. I wanted him to do what he wanted to do. But he decided this is what he'd like to do. So gradually we took over the whole business. And we used to go around the world every year looking for unusual things for the store. And we really enjoyed every minute of it, because we had a free hand as to what we were going to put into the store. It still was a luggage and leather goods store, but we got rid of the trunks because people didn't need a trunk to go on the plane.
Right.
And as long as it was something that was appropriate for our store and it would sell, we could buy it. And it was fun. It wasn't work.
Yeah. Well, Betty, how has the city of Lansing changed just in your lifetime?
Well, it's a much more sophisticated community. We have everything at our fingertips. And what we don't have in downtown Lansing, we have in East Lansing. It's the ideal place to live because you have so many opportunities to see things and do things. And I wouldn't ever want to live any place except Lansing.
What do you see for the future of Lansing with all the turmoil we're having in the economic sector today?
Well, there's turmoil every place. And I think as we have more generations appreciate what we already have, it can't do anything but get better.
So you're optimistic for the future.
I'm the original optimist.
And at 95, you're still traveling all over to buy jewelry for the Betty Price Jewelry Store, which is totally amazing.
Yeah, and I love going away and coming home. And the people here are wonderful. Anybody that walked through our door down at the store was our friend. And it wasn't work. It was a wonderful way to spend your life.
Thank you very much, Betty. For the Lansing 150 Committee, I'm Bill Dansby.
Thank you.